welcome to Back to School 2020, the virtual edition. Let me start off by saying that you all have done an amazing job getting your kiddos into the swing of things. We are all putting in overtime. You, your children, teachers, our office staff. Thank you for your questions and your feedback and your engagement. Thank you for your patience and your calmness during this odd start to the year. I actually came across something the other day that I wanted to take a minute to read out loud to you because it really sums up how I feel and how I hope that you feel right now too. So it says, look at how much you have already managed to adapt to. Look how resilient you have already been. There is no right way to respond to this because it's never, ever happened before. Give yourself some credit. There's no one in the world who has figured this out yet. So it's absolutely okay if you don't either. So try to keep a piece of that with you. I know these times are challenging, and just try to hold on to that idea that it's okay if you haven't figured it all out yet. I don't know anybody who has. I can speak for all of our staff members when I say that we want nothing more than to be back safely with our students. It's wonderful that I can hop onto Google Meets on a daily basis and pop into classrooms, but it sure does not beat seeing the students in person. So thank you for tuning in to our virtual Back to School. I have a couple of things that I want to share with you, and then I'll turn it over to your child's teacher. So attached to the message that had this video in it is also a form where you can ask questions. Please use that form. I will get back to you by Friday, and each teacher will also have their own form available. So you'll be able to ask them questions in that method as well, and they too will respond by Friday. Okay, so first off, a little bit about myself. I have been in LuCMR for a little over 20 years. I taught first grade, third grade, and fourth grade. And I most recently was working in the curriculum department where I actually got to work with all of the elementary schools in our area, and I learned a lot doing that. I'm super excited that I landed here at Grover Heights. It is a wonderful place to be, as most of you already know because you are returning students. My motto is both a question, what is best for students? And it's also a statement, what is best for students? So every decision we make here at Grover Heights is made through that lens of putting students first. Building connections is really, really important to me. Since I cannot do that in person, I am relying on connecting via email, Parent Square, Google Meets, the telephone. I appreciate all of the questions you have been asking and the feedback you have been giving. We've really made use of that and made changes and are continuing to make changes due to the feedback. So thank you for that. I'll be holding regular check-ins. I'm calling them parent principal coffees, weekly for the month of September, and then probably monthly after that. We'll just see how things go. I'll be able to use this opportunity to give you any updates, answer any questions. I'll record these and put them on Parent Square so that if you can't attend, you can still see what we're talking about. So again, that form that I mentioned, there's a space for you to indicate your availability and whether or not you would be attending one of those meetings. And so please respond on that form. That'll help me schedule them, find a time where most people can join. Okay, on to some general school information. I wanted to give you a quick update on the social emotional component of distance learning. As you know, students in general might be struggling now more than ever with connecting with others. So as a district, we're holding what we're calling Friday Care groups. CARE stands for check-in, advise, redirect, engage. So this Friday Care meeting time allows teachers to focus on critical skills to help students build resilience during distance learning. We ask the students to rate their feelings on a simple scale, and that information helps the teacher know if anybody needs a little extra help. So TK through third grade students are learning about that scale for these first few weeks. If you are a parent of a 4th through 6th grade student, ask your child what the scale is. Ask them what the different colors are and what feelings are associated with those colors. and definitely start that conversation with your children. So these meetings are not counseling sessions. They're more like an advisory class at the middle or the high school level. Students are in smaller groups of 20 or fewer, and they have time to connect with one another. They have time to connect with their teacher. They learn some different strategies and skills that will help them during this time. If students do ask for help, or if they do indicate that a counseling session might be helpful, then all the regular procedures, including asking for parent permission to engage a student in counseling, all of those regular procedures are followed. Our care meetings at Grover Heights are every Friday from either 9 to 9:30 or from 9:30 to 10. So if you're not sure which group your child is in, definitely reach out to their teacher. And that login meeting counts for the synchronous part of the day. So your child after that may have some small group interaction. They might have some work to complete, some homework to catch up on, but that first care group login is what counts for the day. This year we'll also be adopting a social emotional curriculum that we can implement either during distance learning. It's also something we could implement once we return to in-person learning. So we hope to have something in place by the end of the first trimester. Another exciting program I want to tell you about is called One School, One Book. And the goal of this program is to help foster a love of reading, to build community, to increase literacy. It's a really fun way to do all of those things. So the basic idea is that each family in the school receives a copy of the same book, and we read it together. We ask families to read a portion nightly, or we provide read aloud so that you can listen together. We talk about the book in class. Siblings are reading the same book. Little buddies, big buddies are reading the same book. Staff members are all reading the same book. So as you can imagine, this can prompt some wonderful conversations about what everyone's reading, whether you're in kindergarten, 6th grade, anywhere in between, whether you're the adult involved. It's a really fun way to get connected. So we're planning on starting One School, One Book in the fall, but don't worry, we're not rushing into it. We know everyone needs some time to get settled. And speaking of reading, we are very excited that we will soon have the chance to let students check out books from our very own Grover Heights Library. And here's Miss Jackie to give you a sneak peek of what's to come.
Hi, Grover Heights families. This is Mrs. Jackie in the library, and I'm just here to show you a little bit about accessing our library online. Here I am on the Grover Heights Elementary School website. If you hover over Academics here and then scroll down to Library Media Center and click on that, that will take you to our library page. There's lots of fun stuff on this page. There's pictures of the kids. We also have links over here on the right, information about box tops, which has changed this year. Also read alouds here. This is picture books and chapter books that we've been recording and reading and recording online. So that's the link there. And there's also a link here that will send you to our Grover Heights Library collection. And there will be another video on that coming out soon with more information. So bye for now.
You can go ahead and click on that link and check it out now. We will be sending out some more directions next week, but you are welcome to check out the link a little bit later on after all the videos. Okay, so I wanted to also let you know about our supply pickup plan. We are adjusting as we go, and right now we're planning on having supplies available for pickup the first and the third Friday of the month. So these would be maybe if your child's teacher has some math workbook for them to pick up, or if they need some extra paper or something like that, they would have that put together for pickup. So we'll have the supplies out on the tables from 10:30 to 3:30, the first and the third Friday of the month, and your teacher will notify you if you have supplies to pick up. Not all classes will have things that they need to get picked up. So this Friday, September 4th, will be our first pickup day, and actually this Friday we'll be out there until 5 o'clock. So come by anytime between 10:30 and 5 if your teacher has supplies for you. We'll have everything set up on the grass, and please practice social distancing when you pick up your supplies. All right, moving along to attendance, and we are almost finished. Attendance continues to be just as important during distance learning. If your child is sick, please call the office and let us know. You can email a picture of the doctor's note if you have a doctor's note. If you are experiencing internet or power issues, then please let your child's teacher know right away. You can also let the office know because it might be something that we can help with. All right, one very last thing, please join our Grover Heights PTA. A video went out last week that talked about how to join and why you should join. So this is a great group of people committed to the students, and they have some vacancies on their board that they need to fill. So please consider, please definitely join as a member and consider joining, running for one of the board spots if you are interested. Okay, I am now going to turn everything over to your child's teacher. Thank you for checking in. Please make sure you fill out that form if you have any questions. If you need anything, please don't hesitate to contact us in the office. We are here to help and support however we can. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your time.
Hello, welcome to our virtual back to school week. And I'm calling it this because you guys will be getting the video. And then you have all week to send me a message if you have any questions. I'll send out a Google form so that way it's easier for you to message me. So I am Mrs. Martindelcampo and I am your child's third grade teacher. A little bit about me. I have worked at Grover Heights for 9 years. This is my 7th year teaching. I am married, so I am a wife and a mother of 2 boys, Merrick and Maddox. Merrick is in 4th grade and Maddox is in kindergarten, and they both attend Grover Heights. I live in Grover Beach with my family. I love camping, being with family, hiking, anything to do with coffee, and going to the beach. My family is very sports oriented, so we love watching baseball. We love the Dodgers. I actually coached my 5-year-old in t-ball before it got canceled, so that was a lot of fun. I enjoy coaching. And I also root for the Steelers in football. Right now, I am currently in grad school to receive my master's and a PPS credential for school counseling. So I decided to go back to school because I wanted to reach more of the whole child and be able to not only help them with academics, but also help them with life problems and social emotional needs and things like that. So I'm almost done with that. I have about 7 more months left. A couple pictures of my family. So this is my son Maddox, and when I coached him for baseball, my husband, my family, the boys, and Merrick and his baseball stuff. So we definitely love the sports. Contact information. If you need to contact me for any reason, you can send me an email. It is my first name with the period, last name at lmusd.org. Or you can reach me at Parent Square. So Parent Square kind of took over Class Dojo. We don't use Class Dojo anymore. And Parent Square comes up like a kind of like a text message for me, so I get it usually right away on my phone. So yeah, those are the best ways to contact me. From there, if we need to talk more in person, we could set up like a Google Meet or something. But definitely reach out to me either one of those ways. Here is a vision statement for Grover Heights. So it says, in an inclusive and safe environment, Grover Heights will provide a high standard of academic instruction that promotes a growth mindset and challenges every student to be future ready. Recognizing our role within the greater community, we will foster lifelong learners who will contribute to society in a meaningful way. So this again, reaching the whole child, not just academically. A few things your child will learn in 3rd grade. So this is kind of an outline of the year of things they'll learn. So we're going to keep making sure they progress in their reading, comprehension, and fluency at their personal level. So these are those F&P levels. They will be learning narrative, opinion, and informational writing, And this, they will be writing a lot more. They'll be writing a lot more, so like 16 sentences instead of the 8. So we'll be working really hard there. This is a big year for multiplication and division, as well as understanding fractions, rectangular arrays and equal groups, area, and 2D shapes. So a lot of multiplication. They will be doing a lot with multiplication facts and practicing those quite a bit. Besides those core academics, those core subjects, we also have understanding the economy of local region, understanding the different laws and the structure of the government. Chumash Indians we will be learning about, as well as life cycles, weather, climate, motion, and magnets, all of those things in science and history. Expectations. So expectations, the students have really picked up them right away and are doing really good at them. It's important for them to be on time, finding a quiet learning place without distractions. And I know this is hard, especially when there's more than one child in the house, but just trying to find that best environment for them to where you think they're going to have the least amount of distractions. And also having that big supply box by them for their supplies. So, and presentation. So keeping their camera on. I have not stressed this. I do like to see them at least once during our live meeting, but I have not been making them keep their camera on. It is nice to see everyone, but I also know that some kids are shy about that, and so we'll just go with that as it goes. Making sure they check their surroundings and they're dressing appropriately. We want them to dress as if they were going to school, and just kind of being ready for the day. I do ask them to stay on mute, and then they unmute when they're asking a question or they're talking. When everyone is on, when everyone is not muted, it's staticky and very loud. I want them to be focused, pay attention, be respectful of others. And then we also do a lot of signals like thumbs up, thumbs down, raise your hand if you have a question, to check for understanding. The parent expectations are kind of the same, creating that safe space free of distraction for your child. So no pets or siblings in the live meetings. Making sure your child has their supplies by them, so they're not getting up and running to get them. Also, if you need to speak with me, try and save it for the end of a live meeting or maybe sending me an email. We only have a certain amount of time to where we get to do our live meetings, so I really want those to be instructional minutes for the child. So saving those for probably the end, or maybe just sending me an email is best. And then keep a positive attitude when it comes to this distance learning. Honestly, there's nothing we can do about the circumstances we're in right now with this distance learning. It kind of is what it is. But having that positive attitude for your child can make a world of difference. It shows them that you're on board with it and that the teacher's on board and we're all working together because we're all in this together. Yes, most of us want to be back at school. I know that I am definitely itching for that day. But right now we just need to try and stay positive with the circumstances we're in. Okay. A reward system is virtual coins. So what this is kids get coins throughout the day, and I let them know they can use these coins for making good they get these coins for making good choices, following those expectations, participating, working hard. They'll know when they're getting them because I will say it. I also update the chart every day about 3 o'clock, and the chart is in our Google Classroom so they can see how many virtual coins they have. I will deliver these prizes if I have to mailboxes, or they will be given out at Supply Day. Consequences. So just a reminder, telling them about the expectations, what they should be doing. That will lead to a warning if they continue. If they still continue, they will have to talk to me during a break, eventually write you a letter, maybe lose a privilege of a fun activity, and then I will have a parent conference with you to talk about the behavior if it doesn't stop. Our daily schedule, so every day at 9 o'clock we come on live for our morning meeting. After that, about 9:20, we have a live math lesson, and then they have a 10 o'clock independent math time. From there, we have recess, and then a live language arts time. Their daily 5 is their independent work, where they'll read to self for 20 minutes, they'll work on a packet for 20 minutes, and then they'll do typing club for 20 minutes. In the next couple weeks, I'll be pulling those small reading groups to focus on their levels. 12:20 is lunch. We meet again at 1 o'clock for live, and that's read aloud and writing. And then at 2:30, students are done for the day. All of my live lessons will have a video, and I'll show you that in our agenda. Our weekly schedule, so we have PE Thursday from 1:40 to 2:30, and they log into their PE Google Classroom. We have a library read aloud Thursday at 1:10 with Miss Jackie. And then Friday care group, my A group logs on only at 9 o'clock, and my B group logs on only at 9:30. So not everyone logs on at 9. It went really well this week too. Okay, so now we're going to take some time to explore Google Classroom. So this is signing in, turning in work, checking classwork, locate different information, looking at the agendas. So from here, I could go to Google, which I'm at, and I'm already logged on. So I'm going to go to Classroom. I'm going to click on Mrs. M. Now from here, the most important thing for your child is the Google Meet link is right here. If it is not right there, then that means I am not on it yet. And so I have made it not visible to students because I'm either on break, lunch, or I'm just not at my computer at that time. If the link is there, they are always more than welcome to click on it because I'm here for help. Another important thing is classwork. So up at the top, when you go to classwork, you have over here, you have all of our folders. Now in these folders, we have the rewards. So the coin bake that I was explaining and the rules. We have expectations and consequences. We have all of week 1's work. So if your child missed something in week 1, they'll come here. And then for the week that we are on, we have all of the days here. So we have Monday's agenda, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and so on. We also have something called resources, and in here is our care group. So if your child forgets what care group they're in, I have it. I also have videos for sending an email, joining Google Meet, turning in papers through Google Slides, turning in 2 papers, and a math resource room. So in this math resource room, it's really cool because you can click on the number line and it takes you to a number line. Or you can click on the interactive chart and you could use it. You can click on the money and it takes you to money that they could practice with. You can click on the cubes and they could practice with the cubes. So it's a room full of manipulatives for math, okay? There's money, we did a lot with these cubes this week. So they have these different cubes they can use. When we get into time, there's a clock that they can use. So this room is full of different math resources, and it'll change as we learn more and more on math. So that is there for them in the math, in the resources on the side. Let's go ahead and take a look at an agenda. So Thursday's agenda looks like this. It tells your child, the email is up here in case they have questions. It tells them when their live meet is, and then it shows them all of their assignments for the day. So we have math from 9:20 to 9:50. This is the lesson that we're working on. This is a video of the lesson. So if your child has technology issues, they're not able to log on, they miss half of it, it keeps kicking them out, anything like that, they could always come back to the agenda and watch the video. The video is going to give them all the information they need and what to complete. This is their independent work. And then I will tell them what page I want them to turn in. So they're not always going to turn in every page. If they need help with turning in pages, they can click on this video, or they could go back to the resources. Okay. Down here is a video of our language arts lesson we did. Here is our independent reading. So this is language arts packets, read to self, and then they do typing club. We had a read aloud with Miss Jackie, and then they had PE. So down here is a to-do list. Now starting Monday, this will look different because I'm going to do it by subject. So that way there's not assignments repeating. So this week I tried it out by the days. So this is just work we did on Monday. Now, if your child was with me all day Monday and they completed all their work, then they don't have to do anything on this to-do list because they did it during the day. Now, if your child had technology issues or they weren't able to get on or they missed a video from Monday, anything like that, they can come to the to-do list and it's all right here. So your child does not have to do the assignment twice. I just put it down here as well, so that way they know what to finish throughout the week, okay? And then on Friday, what I do is I take all of this stuff. Let me go to the Friday agenda. That's not the Friday agenda. Where's it at? Here it is. On Friday, I take the agenda, and I add it all here. So this is stuff that we did all week. Like I said, if your child finished everything for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then they don't have to do any of this stuff again. It's just stuff that was from the week. Now, they will have a new assignment on Friday, and it has the video here on how to do it, and then it shows them how to turn it in. So they watch both of those videos, they do the assignment, they turn it in. That's their work for Friday, and it will be under new assignment. Okay, I know this agenda could be really confusing, but the kids have been doing a really awesome job with it so far. All of these blue links they can click on and it takes them to the video, the assignment. So I try and make it as easy as I can, but it could still be confusing. Okay, so this is our stream. This is if I post any notes or assignments. Over here, we'll kind of tell you what's due. It won't have all the work, but it'll have some. Because we don't turn everything in on Google Classroom, we do a lot of paper and pencil. You can look at the grades of your child if you want. So I'm just going to click on. So if I click here, you could see all the assignments, and then you could see if there's anything missing. So she has nothing missing. This is not including all of the paper and pencil assignments, though. So even if you look at their grades, it's not counting those paper and pencil assignments. So that's why it's super important to make sure you just kind of pay attention to that agenda, because that's where everything is going to be posted. Okay. I think that is about it in Google Classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and click out of that. The next thing I want to show you is Clever. So Clever, students may be getting on it sometimes, and what they would do is they would log in. Sometimes you have to type your school. You could also do a Clever badge login. So they would click here to do that, or they could type in. And then they're going to click on Mrs. M. So this is our classroom. So here they have Typing Club. They have their Learning A to Z. So that's reading. Dreambox is their math. They have Brain Pop for fun. Starfall for fun. I do not believe we have School Boo anymore, though. So these are different games that they can get on. So Typing Club, they will be getting on a lot. Learning A to Z, they will be getting on. And then, like I said, Dreambox. Those are the main three. Learning A to Z is dealing with reading, and Dreambox is dealing with math. And those will be targeted on the skills that we're learning this year and at their level. So Clever is very useful. They do have to be signed in, but they could use that badge and their normal login for that. Okay, so here is a big one. This is supply pickup. So your child received a manila folder envelope in their supplies at the beginning of the year. What I want the kids to be doing, and I'm going to explain this to them next week, is any assignments that they complete go in here. So anything from the math book will go in here. Their writing assessment will go in here. Their language arts packets will go in here. The only thing that I don't want them turning in are pages out of their language arts notebook or pages out of their writing. Those I want, or scratchbook pages. I want those all staying in there. This is mainly for like the math book pages, any assessments, any math tests I send home, any language arts packets. Those will all go in here. And then what's going to happen is on the first Friday of the month and sometimes the third Friday. So I will let you know if we will have one on the third Friday. It will for sure be the first Friday of each month. You're going to bring this manila envelope, and there's going to be a blue crate with my name on it. So hold on really quick. Okay, sorry. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the manila envelope, you're going to find your child's name. You could take out the filing, or you just look in the filing. You're going to take the new manila folder that has new paperwork in it and whatever supplies are in the file folder. So you're going to take a new folder out and you're going to take whatever supplies are out in it. So this next coming week, there will be headphones in there. There will be some manipulatives for math, and then there'll be this manila folder with their paperwork. So you're going to take this and you're going to take all the supplies out of it. And you're going to replace that with the one you had. So you're turning in all of their work. So you're going to put it in that same filing, and then you're going to leave it in the crate. Okay, so you are taking out the new manila folder and all the supplies that are in their file folder, and you're replacing it with their old manila folder that has all their completed work. Okay, if you have any questions on this, just let me know. On supply pickup days, and I will let you know probably the Wednesday before, but on supply pickup days, that's what you will be doing. So these crates will be out on the front grass, probably on a table, and they will be out there from about 10:30 to I believe about 3 or 3:30. Okay, so you'll have all day to come and pick them up. If there are any questions on this, I know it could be extremely confusing. If there are any questions on this, please let me know. Okay, I'm trying to make it easy, but yes, still stay organized so we're all getting the right papers. Okay, so Like I said, there will be a crate outside the office with my name on it. You're going to find your child's file folder. You're going to take all the supplies in the manila folder out, and you're going to replace it with all of the ones that are completed. Okay? Okay, that is the end of our back to school night. If you have any questions about supply pickup, Google Classroom, Clever, the agendas, turning in work, anything like that, please send me an email, or I'll have a Google form for you to fill out, and I will get your questions answered right away. I am looking forward to a wonderful year. And I can't wait until the day we all get to be in class learning. But until then, we are going to make the best of it. And we're going to try and do fun things and learn new things in the process. If you have any issues, please do not stress about them. Just reach out to me. If your child can't log on, let me know. I'm very understanding, especially with all of this being so new. I am here to help you in any way possible, but you have to reach out to me so I know. Okay? So, any questions, let me know. And here's to a great year. Bye.